Gus Johnson will be on the call with Bill Raftery, Christina Pink for USA Basketball. The matchup against Canada, that's tonight at 10:30 Eastern on FS1. Gus Johnson, the Fox Sports play-by-play announcer, joining us on the program. Hi, Gus. How are you?
Wow, man, I feel like I'm coming in from the wilderness now that I'm finally back on the Dan Patrick show. I mean, it's been literally, I haven't been on your show because you don't love me anymore, Dan. I don't know what happened, man. We ain't folk no more. It's been over. I've been at Fox for 14 years, and this is the first time I've been on your show since I came over to Fox. So I was just letting you know that today is just like such a wonderful day to me. I feel like I've accomplished so many things, and I just feel like I'm on my way up some kind of beautiful ascending mountain, and I'm going to reach the peak and have an opportunity to look out over the entire landscape because now I'm back on.
I don't know, Gus. I think you need to get a better researcher. Fritzy, will you do the homework and tell me the last time Gus Johnson was on the program?
I'm on the case.
All right.
Okay, we're going to bet, and me and my friends, we have bets. We're going to bet a mystical dollar, me and you, $1 mystical dollar that I'm going to beat you in this bet, and it's been over 14 years.
I'm going to take the under. Paulie, would you locate the last time Gus was on?
We're all over, but I know we had him on college basketball related within the past 10 years.
Okay. All right. That mythical dollar is coming my way. You might be the Drake. You might be the Drake of bets with announcers. So you're going to lose this one.
Hold on. I got to stop you right here. No. I would never be the Drake of anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm an American. I'm not the Drake. No, not me. Don't say that. Not
okay.
Yeah.
Are you going Kendrick Lamar here?
Hey, listen. You're diving into a pool that you really don't understand. Don't say that, okay? Don't say that to me. I'm an American. I'm not don't compare me to Drake.
Let me get in the pool.
Right now, over the next 1 to 2 years, or compare me to anybody but Drake right now.
Tell me what you're expecting with this Olympic team, and is it on par or is it more talented than the Dream Team, which we've been led to believe with recent articles here?
Well, I just got some information today that Kawhi Leonard will not be playing in the Olympics because he is injured. And is it better than the Dream Team? I wouldn't agree. I wouldn't say that, no. I think that they got a good team, but I think they have an older team that has injuries. Kevin Durant's got a little nick. LeBron's 39 years old. Steph's getting older now. Kawhi's not playing. I don't think they have the same firepower as the Dream Team. No, I wouldn't say that at all.
Well, they don't have a Jordan, and I don't think they have a Jordan or Barkley. And those two were, Charles, I think, won the MVP maybe the year after the Dream Team. And of course, Mike was in his prime. Now that was kind of a banged up roster too. Larry Bird wasn't Larry Bird at the time, but that was a pretty good. All I know is I still had Mike going out there every single game, and they don't have Michael Jordan. Well, nobody does, but
they don't have the LeBron James in his prime. I think maybe that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, you're right. You're right. They don't. But they have a good team, a great team, the Hall of Fame type roster. If they can, stay healthy and get through the entire gauntlet of the games at the Olympics, I think they can win the gold medal. But I don't think it's going to be easy at all. This Team Canada squad, I've watched them in practice the last 2 days, and they're very enthusiastic and confident with their speed and agility, and also with their talent level, with SGA leading the way. So they're going to be good, and Serbia, and a number of different countries around the world, France, with all the great young talent that they have out there. So, but I think the United States, you got Steph Curry, LeBron James, Devin Booker, all these stars. Hopefully, Kevin Durant, he can get healthy, and they'll put on a good show and come home with another gold medal.
What would be more embarrassing for Team USA, to lose to Canada or lose to France in the Olympics?
Well, they lost to Canada last year, the FIBA World Cup. It's a different roster, totally different roster for the Americans. A couple of holdovers. I don't think anything is going to I don't think it's embarrassing anymore because these are NBA players playing against NBA players a lot of times. Or these are pro players playing against pro players. I think that losing to either one of them will be a hit. Embarrassing, I wouldn't say that, but I think they expect to win it, and but they know they're going to have to play their best basketball to win it. So it's like 6 on one hand, half a dozen on the other.
We're talking to Gus Johnson, Fox Sports play-by-play announcer, frequent guest in the Dan Patrick Show. Paulie, when's the last time Gus was on the show?
Now, I can confirm, Gus, spring of 2011, and you said 14 years. That would be 13 years, right?
I got to win. You know what? That tie goes to the runner.
I don't know if we had.
So what happened, Dan? What happened, man? You fell out of love with me when I was at CBS. You loved me, man. Now you don't. Well, I ain't talked to you in 14 years. We're going to round that up to the highest number because it just sounds better. 14 sounds better than 13.
Was this back when Northern Iowa, when Ali Farouk Manesh was starring?
I think
Is that when we had Gus on?
Yeah, I think Gus was on that call.
Were you on that call, Northern Iowa?
I have no idea. I do not remember.
Wait, I'm following your career.
I don't remember what I did last. I don't remember what I did last week, let alone 14 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Where's the strangest place you've been recognized with your voice?
Strangest place I've been recognized. Well, I would incriminate myself if I actually told you the truth. But just look at it this way. It's some very strange places that you would never expect. I have had.
You weren't with James Harden in Houston, were you? Where you got recognized?
No.
Okay.
Never. No, not me. No. I travel a lot. I've been traveling a lot for the last 35 years, so I've had some experiences, and I have been recognized in places, that I didn't think people even really knew I existed. So I'll just leave it at that.
All right. Magic City. Yeah, I understand that.
It's too expensive for me.
We're 7 weeks out until college football. How do you prepare for what you think college football is going to be like, or when will you prepare for the shifting landscape?
I mean, I don't think you ever. Let's look at it like this, Dan. Our jobs are the easiest jobs in the history of mankind for people like us that love sports. So prepare. What does prepare mean? That's an interesting word because you're always interested in it. In college football, you never kind of stop preparing because you're always interested in what's going on. And last year we had such an exciting season with Deion, and he started out in Colorado. We had a bunch of his early games, and he beat TCU first game on the road. And then we segued from, Deion to Jim Harbaugh and what was going on with him with the Big Ten and the NCAA investigation, and then Harbaugh getting suspended. And then Jerome Moore coming in as the Michigan interim head coach and leading them all the way to the Big Ten championship. Jerome Moore beating Ohio State. So, and then Harbaugh coming back, but we weren't there after the championship. And Harbaugh coached in the championship, Big Ten championship that was. So we had an exciting season. I'm always looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm always interested in what's going on in college football. And now it's so exciting with UCLA, USC, Oregon, and Washington moving into the Big Ten. So the schedule looks good for everybody. I mean, not only us, but NBC and CBS, some good games that are going to be shown on television over all platforms. So I'm always looking at it, man. I'm always interested. And we got an exciting schedule coming up. We got Texas and Michigan week 2. I think I'm really looking forward to seeing that with Quinn Ewers coming back again for Texas as their quarterback, Arch Manning, their backup quarterback now, and going into Ann Arbor, taking on Michigan now with a new quarterback, most likely a kid named Alex Orji, big, strong, physical. I mean, just built like a Greek god, like Adonis, this kid, Alex Orji. He's from Texas. African-American kid. So it's always something to pay attention to. There's always some good hot stove topics. So, man, I'm always interested in what's going on with college football. I prepare as soon as the season ends, which is just keeping up on what's going on.
Talking to Gus Johnson, Fox Sports play-by-play announcer. He'll be on the call tonight. It's Team USA versus Canada. That's at 10:30 Eastern on FS1. Where do you stand on the Cooper Flagg bandwagon? You in first class seat?
First class? Oh, man. You know, not only am I in first class, I'm in first class flying on United Arab Emirates. I don't know if you've been on that plane. Talk about there's first class, and then there's United Arab Emirates, folks.
Wait, what's that like?
First class off the move. Oh, it's out of the world. It's off the charts being on the United Emirates. I took a flight, I think, from New York to London one time on that flight, and it's amazing. And it's the greatest first class I've ever been in. So when you ask me the question about Coop, I'm in United Arab Emirates first class with this young man. I mean, okay. and I was thinking about him because I knew you were going to talk to me about him today. And I figured you would ask me a question like, what makes it, is he standing out? And my answer, as I thought about it last night, I said, yes, he is standing out because he's not standing out. Meaning, what day did I come to practice? I went to practice. First practice was Monday. They had a great scrimmage between the national team and the select team that they had to practice against them. And I was watching because I can't take my eye. Dan, I can't, excuse me for rambling, but I can't take my eyes off LeBron James because I've never seen LeBron James prior to Monday practice. I've never seen him practice. I had a chance to watch him practice the last 2 days. And what's amazing to me is here's a man that's arguably the greatest player in the history of the game of basketball who, you know, has a very, very good argument to be the GOAT. And as I watched him practice, and I kept my eyes on him the entire time, both days, he worked like LeBron James in practice worked like he was trying to make the team. At 30, I mean, his energy, his determination, his commitment, all that stuff, he plays so hard. So to answer your question about Cooper Flagg, does he stand out? No. Well, that was my question. Does he stand out? No, he doesn't stand out because he just fits in like he's just normally a part of this situation, and he's 17 years old. I saw LeBron James checking him in the scrimmage, and Cooper Flagg was playing point guard at 17 years old, at 6'9", against LeBron James, and he didn't flinch. It was nothing. It was just like he's playing against some kids that he played against in high school a few months back in Maine. I mean, this kid. It's really amazing as a sportscaster, especially a guy that's always on the road and still walks in the locker rooms, unlike a lot of, people in today's sportscasting, work in locker rooms and being around people. It's so interesting when you run into a person that is special, just as a baby, as a young person, and you just see the future. Like LeBron James, when he was a kid out of high school, was on Sports Illustrated. I'll never forget. The chosen one. This Cooper Flagg is the real deal, and it's just. I was thinking as I was watching him, I was like, here's a kid that's 17 years old playing against not only the best players in the world, but some of the greatest players of all time, playing with them, fitting in, not dominating, but being effective. And he's 17, and now, what is this, July? So he's got August, so he's got another month, and then he's going to walk onto a college campus and have to play against college kids. This is going to be phenomenal to watch. I can't wait to watch Duke. And he's only going to be there for a year, so he's going to be the number one player in the draft. There's no question about it. I mean, we are looking at the future of the NBA, the future of American basketball, which makes me feel good because if you look, you're seeing all these international guys winning MVPs, the Embiid, Dontages, the Jokic, the Antetokounmpos, and now you got a guy like Anthony Edwards, who's a young up-and-coming cat, American, and this Cooper Flagg is going to be he's going to be special over the next 15 years. So it's just it's a treat. I was sitting there saying to myself, I can't believe that they pay me to do this, but I'm not going to tell anybody. Dan, don't tell nobody, man.
I won't.
Tell nobody they pay us for this, right?
I promise you. So we'll talk to you in 2038. Does that sound about right? Next time we'll have you on?
Well, I mean, that's usually what kind of schedule you have me on. So, but I'll hopefully be here. And
hey, thanks for joining us.
How you doing otherwise? Everything good?
Yeah.
How you doing otherwise? I haven't spoken to you. You good?
Yeah.
You've always treated me great.
Everything's good. No complaints. I still get to do this, Gus. That's the fun part. I mean, after a while, I don't take it for granted. But I'm very fortunate that, you survive. And this is it's a young person's business. And you just try to make sure they eventually tap you on the shoulder and say, come here, bring your playbook. But until then, we get to do it every day.
That's what's up, man. And you're absolutely right. Words can't express the amount of gratitude that I have to the good Lord for allowing me to do this for a living in this particular lifetime. But I don't think it's a young man's game 100%. I think it's a game of men, and I think guys like us who have survived that bring a certain kind of wisdom to this job and to the covering and the chronicling and the of sports is a big deal. And you do a fantastic job. You have always. I learned a lot from you, as I mentioned to you, about 15 years. I haven't been on the show in, 16, 17, 18 years, something like that? So,
it's still 2011.
You've always done a great job.
2011,
You've always been kind of a mentor. You've always been kind of a mentor because not only, are you credible as a journalist, but, you just have a way, a style, a grace about yourself. And I really admire that, and I'm really a big fan of you and your shows and everything you've done during your illustrious career.
If you keep talking that way, I'm going to have you on probably on Monday again.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
Give my best to Raph, and tonight
you got it.
It'll be 10:30 Eastern. It'll be Team USA against Canada. Thank you, Gus, for joining us.
All right, man. You got it, guys. Thank you for having me, Dan. I'll talk to you soon.
Right.
I hope.
Gus Johnson, Fox Sports play-by-play announcer. I didn't realize it had been that long. Yes, Paul.